think we got something that you may or may not hate here too, and that's Bully Ray saying that the AEW product is lost and that Tony Khan isn't a booker, and the boys know it. So,
I don't hate it.
Dave, Bully Ray came out this week and said that AEW is a lost product, and honestly, I'm not gonna argue with the guy. He might be spot on.
Yeah, man, watch Dynamite right now. It's the same formula every week. 20 guys in one match, nobody gets built, and only one thing longer than the entrances are the matches themselves.
Exactly. It's either a random multi-man match or Tony Khan throws $500,000 at it. Some big dream match that'll be forgotten in 2 weeks, and that's not booking. That's an expensive hobby.
And look at their champions. None of them are in good stories. They've got the belts, but what are they actually doing? AEW somehow makes being world champion feel like being in jury duty. You show up, you're stuck there for a while, and nobody cares.
Right? The creative's all over the place. There's no direction. And for a company that was supposed to build the next generation, where are the actual stars? Who's the breakout star right now? You can't really name one without, they want you to Google the roster, even though those new guys that you don't know aren't stars.
So yeah, Bully Ray might be a grumpy old man most of the time, but here, he nailed it. AW's product is near unwatchable, and the worst part is the fans know it, and the boys probably do too. Yeah, I mean, it's what we were just talking about Collision. I mean, unwatchable is a good term for it. If it were not for us doing this show, I probably would skip it most weeks.
Yeah, we're just watching the stuff that you like, the highlights and all
Yeah.
that. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the show sometimes, but they haven't figured out how to do a good show of wrestling television long term yet. There'll be outlier good episodes here and there, but um, I mean, some of their problems, it's what we talked about a little bit before, and I think we talk about it every week, but there's too many multi-man and all-star matches. I think the past
Every week.
eight episodes have had an all-star match, and before that they were the money matches with some kind of money gimmick. At one point they even had a
Yeah.
pesos one. There's not really a lot of singles feuds going on, and then the people that they did have in the singles feuds, like Osprey and Swerve, that were in their own things, got hurt. But they have this over reliance on expensive spectacle matches instead of building long term stories, which I'll give them some credit. They have had long term story success with the whole Death Riders thing, but that was more or less people just wanting to see Moxley not be champ anymore. It's still effective because it did bring some form of heat, but they definitely don't have any good long term stories right now. Then the matches drag on too long, the pace sucks, the champions lack direction, and they're not really building stars outside like a couple guys who are mainly building themselves. Um,
Yep.
Ricochet and MJF defended AEW against them, but of course they're going to. It's their job, and they love what they're doing, and they're passionate about it. But I mean, I think anybody that's not like sucking on the teat can realize these obvious problems. And before anybody wants to crap on us, WWE's not doing very well right now either. They just have a way better job of presenting their stars, and the product looks bigger because they're in front of way more passionate, bigger crowds. But beyond that,
Yep.
both shows are struggling a lot right now, and just
Yeah.
because one's
Outside of us, positive. Sorry.
you're good. I was just saying, just because we attack one show doesn't mean that we don't do the other. Or that we can talk about one exclusive without the other. Just like to
Yeah.
throw that in there.
Well, outside of this episode where we reviewed SmackDown positively, we've been consistently
Yeah.
rating it below average lately. Just Friday happened to be a better episode than what they've been putting out.
Well, I just noticed
No one's
that
immune.
a lot of times when I argue with people on the internet more than you do, and
I don't even bother.
I know you don't, and I'll have people always arguing with me anytime you talk negatively about one, they have to bring the other one up, like, oh, you're a Fed drone, or you're like an AEW shill, and it's like, you'd be surprised. I like both products, enough to watch them, but just because we talk bad about one doesn't mean you got to bring the other one up. That's like saying peanut butter jelly, just because that might be bad, ham and cheese might be bad. They're not the same thing. They're both
The
sandwiches.
classic
Yeah,
deflection tactic.
pretty much. And it's irrelevant to me. But I think that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on here